Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Sistas. This is season 4, episode 13, and it was titled Shaking in the Rain. Alright, y'all, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And if you end up liking this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. Alright, let's jump right into this one. Okay, so, the last episode ended with Hayden and Fatima, and I thought this one was going to pick back up with that, but it didn't. I was kind of like, ooh. So it was Andy leaving out of her condo, and she was getting a call from Gary. So he was like, hey, boo, hey, how you doing? How was your night? How was you with Paris? I was just, just trying to figure out how you was doing with your company and stuff like that. And so she was like, I didn't have any company, Gary. He was like, I knew it. So when your friend coming over, what was it? Bluebird or Pigeon? What was it? Robin? Oh, yeah, Robin. He didn't say that. And so he did say that he knew that the story about Robin was to make him jealous or whatever like that. So she was like, so you don't think he's staying with me or whatever? He was like, nope. Just like, I know Paris ain't stay over last night. I just know things. She like, so you just know things. And he like, yeah. But you want to have dinner tonight or whatever? She was like, no, I told you Robin will be here tonight. He was like, oh, okay. Well, what about lunch or whatever? No, I'm meeting the girls. Damn, girl, can you make some time for me? I was cracking up. He had said that from his gut. You know what I'm saying? I was cracking up. She was like, huh? He was like, no, I'm just saying. She was like, oh, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. All right, baby, I'll talk to you later. So then they hung up. So then she was like, I smell bullshit. So then she calls El Fuego, because remember, he got this tech company, yada, yada, yada. So he all sounded professional. She was like, oh, you sound professional. He like, well, this is my gig or whatever. She was like, well, yeah. He was like, what kind of asshole I'm speaking to? This is Andy. Oh, hey, Andy. Like, she called like he was supposed to know her voice on the phone or something like that. Girl, you is not famous. Anyway, she was like, well, I saw that you got like this tech company or whatever, and I need to get some services. I want, somebody to sweep my house for bugs and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, yeah. We do that all the time. She was like, oh, okay. Well, can you come over at 5? He looked at the phone. I said, dude, it's probably like the morning time. Like, she's saying 5 p.m. Like, okay. But he like, yeah, that should be good. She was like, oh, okay, well, I see you then. He was like, all right, bet. So then he hang up the phone. Here she go. He probably ain't got no tools. I said, why is she being so shady? At the doctor's office, Aaron asking Karen if she nervous and stuff, and she like, should I be? He was like, yeah, that timeline. You should. I said, if he talking about this goddamn timeline, one more again. But anyway, she like, dude, and he like, no, I ain't gonna say nothing else. And so she like, well, I'm cold. He like, well, you want me to leave? I said, what that got to do with her being okay, Aaron? But she like, no, it's okay, you can stay. So he ends up giving her a little gown, a little hospital gown, put over her shoulders and stuff like that. And then of course she got to ask the question again, why are you so sweet to me? And he was like, why you keep asking me that? Like, why you keep asking me that or whatever? So she like, ooh, child, where my things at? Oh Lord, I done got confused. I done got confusion, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, y'all, because I wrote all 3 episodes down on the same sheet, so it's like getting all confuzzled. But anyway, he said he was raised by a good family or whatever like that, and so he was saying, she was like, well, you don't never talk about your people, and he was like, well, they good down home folks or whatever like that. I love them and stuff. They worked in factories and whatnot, but they still around and stuff like that. And he was like, what about your people? She was like, well, you met my mama. She liked to travel, she ride bikes and stuff, and my daddy, that's another story. He was like, oh, okay. She was like, well, he was like, well, I love to hear it, one day. She was like, yeah, one day when I drop this baby, I could drink and stuff. He was like, that bad? No, just that sad. And I ain't got no space for sadness right now. He was like, okay, yeah. No space for sadness. No place for sadness. She was like, well, it's just so cold. He was like, well, let me come over there and warm you up, baby. I said, oh, Lord, these two. Anyway, we see at the office, he love to walk up on people, child. He walk up on Andy, and he like, well, he want to talk about Fatima. And she was like, Fatima is somebody that you don't need to be messing around with or whatever like that. And he was like, look, I can handle her or whatever. So, she ends up asking like how long he known Gary. And so he says like we known each other for a couple years. She was like, oh really? After I just introduced y'all like a couple weeks ago? And he was like, yeah, I mean like why? Like, and she was like, are you telling him about Robin? Like, are you telling him when Robin here or whatever like that? And so he was like, no, like why should I? Like, would it be the point of it, whatever? So she like, don't worry about all that. Is we done? And he was like, well, with you or some shit like that. And so she starts to walk away. And so he like, well, you might need to get a new assistant. And she's talking about like for what? Oh, cause she in jail. You know that little stunt she pulled yesterday? Oh, I got her on camera. Oh, I got her on camera. And so she was like, what? You got her locked up. He was like, Worst thing, she could have thought I was scared of her. She was like you need to be scared of her, because when she gonna you up or whatever. So he was like, yeah, whatever, I ain't scared of her. And when when the partners get here, I'm gonna talk to them about finding her immediately. She was like, this gonna backfire on you. He was like, it might. The judge, yeah, she on my corner, she don't play, so she ain't getting out of jail or whatever like that. And so I think either Andy said something about legal games. He was like, oh, we can play the legal games or whatever like that. Like, we can play these legal games. Or so Andy, she want to be a lawyer now. So then she was like, let's go. So then we see Zach. He talking to Jake. They had like some little pointless conversation. Like Jake was telling Zach he was smart and he know all, about the FCC and all what's about to happen and stuff like that. Preston was kind of being nosy when he came back downstairs, child. And then he was like, well, what was it all about? He was like, well, I can't tell you. Don't worry about it. But, I'm good. I got to get my ducks in a row just in case I go to war, whatever like that. And then they start unpacking boxes. I really don't understand what the point of that scene was, but whatever, child. Then the doctor finally come in. She asking Karen, like, what's she here for? And I'm like, you could have saw that one. Okay. But anyway, Karen, like, I'm pregnant. And so here go the doctor just assuming shit. Oh, he's going to be an excellent father. He's going to be an amazing father and stuff like that. I'm like, ma'am, ain't nobody ask you all that. Okay. Just get the ultrasound and draw this blood, please. And so she like, well, I just want to know if I'm pregnant and whatever like that, and then when I will be due, how many weeks I am and stuff. And here go Aaron and the date of conception, can we get I said, oh my god, she looking like, really, dude? So so then the doctor was like, all right, well, it's gonna be a wait or whatever. So here go Aaron. Oh, we can wait, we got time. I said she had a whole job or whatever, but child, anyway, she mad. Of course the doctor ends up leaving, and of course she mad at Aaron. But I'm like, girl, he want to know if he the pappy or not. Like, you can't be mad at him. Like, come on now, you were sleeping with two people at the same damn time. Like, get over it, Karen. At the airport, we see Danny. We see the little small cop. He reunited a family with the two girls that was trafficked and stuff like that. So he over there getting all emotional and whatnot. Danny sees that. She clowned him a little bit, but like playfully. And then she ends up asking him out to dinner and apologizing for standing him up. And then saying like, we can go out to dinner, but you paying. He was like, well, how the hell is that? Oh, okay. So she was like, my rules. So then he said he gonna pick her up at the house because he don't trust her no more. She might stand his ass up again. So she like, okay, whatever, I will see. We'll see. So Preston, child, they had put the furniture out. They unpacked all the boxes, all this stuff, child. The house looked real good. It looked real nice. It looked real cozy, real like a model home-ish. It was real cute. So Preston asked him how the relationship going with Fatima. He said, it's going real good. No bullshit, no toxicity. Like, it feels real or whatever. So Preston like, well, I'm glad, that everything going out with you, going good for you. Like, you deserve it and stuff. And so, Zach was like, look, don't be doing that jealous stuff. He's like, no, I'm serious. Like, I'm happy for you or whatever like that. And so then Zach was like, well, you could have the same thing with Danny and stuff. And then Preston like, I don't know. And then Zach like, but she a good chick. She got a good heart or whatever. But she just scared. Like, she real scared. All that rah stuff they do, that's a defense mechanism. And, I had to go through that with Fatima and stuff. But, you gotta break through that. He like, well, how I'm supposed to do that? He was like, I don't know, man. But you ever see a dog in the rain shivering or whatever like that? And he was like, yeah, I donate all the time. I said, Preston's so damn sweet. So here goes Zach. That's Danny. That's Danny. She the dog with a wig, and then she's like shivering in the rain and stuff. And so then he started talking about blow drying her hair, and then here go Preston. Oh, I could blow dry her hair. I could do that. I could do that. I said like not for real, Preston. But anyway, it came out to be like Zach telling Preston, like, Danny worth it, like, you know, just work on it. And Preston was like, well, what if I ain't the man for her, whatever. He was like, well, I mean, y'all gonna find that out, but, you know, just kind of y'all gotta work on it or whatever. And so he calls Fatima and leaves a message because he, you know, he worried about his boo. Preston had already left, but he worried about his boo. Of course, she ain't answer back. We see Andy. She down at the jailhouse, child. She goes see Fatima. Fatima in her still in her red dress and her little handcuffs or whatever. And Andy like, Fatima, what the hell? Like, what was going on? She like, I know, I'm sorry or whatever. And then so she mad that Hayden got her locked up. I'm like, now Fatima, you went in this man's house, you broke his TV. Like, you broke this man flat screen TV. Yeah, he can go down to Walmart and get another nice TV for $300, $400. But that's not the point, Fatima. You know, you broke his TV. You broke his little glasses. Like, you broke all his stuff. And then you broke that man windows out his car and his windshield. Girl, that's gonna cost some money. Like, unless he got insurance and stuff like that, he can get it covered. But still, that's gonna be money, a deductible. Like, you can't just do that and think that man wasn't gonna do nothing back. Like, you set yourself up for that, boo-boo. And so she mad, Hayden locked her up, and then so Andy looking like, girl, what? And she like, look. She was like, look, I got some bad news for you. The judge that he got on his case is a real nonviolent judge, so you might not get no bail. She like, no bail? Oh my gosh. So she like, well, you need to call Zach. Nah, don't call Zach. Don't call Zach. Don't call Zach. Don't call Zach. But like, if I don't get no bail, then I'll tell Zach. But other than that, don't call Zach. Do not call Zach. And so she like, I just want him to leave me alone. Like, I really just want him to leave me alone or whatever. But he won't leave me alone. And so she already plotting to get this dude jacked up. And I said, girl, you don't learn your lesson. Like, leave this man alone. Leave him alone. He might leave you alone, or he gonna get caught up in some shit. Just let karma play itself out. Like, you look where you at right now. Like, girl, stop. So she like, don't tell Zach, because Zach will kill him. And like, no, just don't. So Andy, of course, like, okay, girl, okay. So Bree at work, Maurice trying to figure out why Bree's so damn happy, because she like, yes, okay, sir, you have a nice day. So she like real happy, real bubbly and stuff like that. And so Maurice, he like, oh, you smell like African. Okay, it was that African. You was with 34 million last night. Okay, did you give him some, girl? You ain't give him none. Oh my God, girl. He would have knocked on my door. I'd have been spread. Like, he was, you know how he was Maurice, pretty much. So at any rate, this flower delivery guy come in, and he got like this cute vase of flowers and stuff like that. It was real pretty. And so he like, sign here, and he like, well, where you want it? And she was like, well, how many is it? So he go out, he bring back a tray. I said, okay, that ain't a lot. But then he like, well, where you want the rest? She like, well, that could just go in my office. He was like, no, it's a whole truck full of flowers. So she was like, oh my God. So she get on the phone, she called Bayou, she convinced him to donate the flowers to the hospital and stuff like that. Cause she like, I got a small apartment, I got a small office. Like, no. He was like, fill it up. She was like, no. And no, like, let's just donate these. He was like, okay, but I want to take you out tonight. And so, of course, she said, yeah, whatever. Calvin coming near, child, looking like bitter, like a damn bitter penny, child. He came in there bad with the flowers from. Them some nice flowers. Excuse me. Who they from? She was like, the guy from last night. Oh, you like him? I mean, I barely know him. I just met him and say, Maurice, can you just bring my receipt home? Because I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time. He humiliates me. And then you take his flowers and stuff. You go out on a date with him. That's not what happened, Calvin. That's not what happened. Like, oh, that's not how I took it. Well, that's how you took it. That's not how it was for me. That's not how it was for me. I said, oh my God. She like, can we talk about it later? For what? And then he goes storming out. Maurice like, let that bitch go. Let him go. Let him go or whatever. Child, why Calvin leave? And then here come Q looking like a wounded puppy. with this little tiny vase of child. This little ass vase of flowers. And then it got the card in there from Bayou, because that's the day of flowers that one of the flowers that Bayou was given to, I was about to say Karen, given to Bree. He ain't even have enough sense to take the damn card out the damn flowers. And then the flowers, he must have picked up something that fell on the ground or some shit, because it looked like the flowers came out the damn weed garden. I said, Q, if you don't leave and get up out of here, at least you could have took a nice bouquet. Like... So, of course, Maurice tell Q to go. Like, go on, get. Like, bye. And so, Bree looking like, what? Why was he? What is going on? So, Maurice ends up telling her, like, Calvin let him in last day. She was like, well, why would he do that? He like, I don't know, girl. But look, I got to take care of these customers and stuff. I say, what customers? Calvin already? Okay. Anyway... At the doctor's office, child, they still waiting. Like, who knows how long it's been, but they still waiting. They had another pointless conversation. We not doing that. The doctor finally come in. She like, well, you're definitely pregnant, you know, but I'm surprised they picked it up so soon, you know, those home pregnancy tests. So when Karen heard that, she quickly escorted Aaron up out of there or whatever like that. So here go the doctor again being nosy as hell because she friends with Calvin. I'm not Calvin. She friends with Aaron. So she being nosy talking about something. Y'all not dating? What's going on? Y'all okay? Like y'all not dating? Like it's somebody else. Like she all in the business. Ma'am, if you don't give me these goddamn results, please. So she like, can you just give me the results? And so she was like, well, like I was saying, I'm surprised it picked up so soon because you're only like 4 weeks pregnant. And she was like, huh? 4 weeks. Well, how long it take to conceive a baby? She was like, well, you know, like 6 days for this to happen, the egg to drop and the shed and stuff like that, and then the sperm to swim up in there and then get into the egg and stuff. So about another 4 days to fertilize, to ferment, and do all this other stuff, and then boom, you got a little baby. So like 10 days. So she was like, oh, God. So she was like, oh, damn, like that. So the doctor ended up leaving, but Karen was big man child, and that's how the episode ended. Okay, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this recap review of the episode. I'm going to be right back with episode 14 because the girl is what? Caught up. All right, y'all. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, what you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you end up liking this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And also hit that little bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.